And we're on our way to Toronto to the Outdoor Adventure Show. Say hi.
Hello.
Now, it's not too far of a drive from Grey Bruce over, and the roads luckily have cleared up a lot from last weekend and the disaster we had over in Grey Bruce Family Day weekend. So we are so excited, and we are going to share everything that we see while we're here with you guys. Let's get going. Cheers. And we're here. Let's head in. All right, so we are here. We are at the Outdoor Adventure Show. We are going to take you guys out on the show floor, but we've already been exploring and checking things out a little bit just to see what we see and what we find interesting.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good vendors there, especially some great talks.
And we did sit through a couple presentations before we just kind of wandered the floor with you guys in the content you're about to see, but there were a couple things that we really wanted to kind of point out. We will make sure that we go get videos of them for you. And the first was that kayak canoe roof rack.
Yes, that was quite interesting. I just discovered it like last night before heading here. But yeah, it was pretty cool how it actually drops down, and it'd be great for people who are up there in age or with dogs and cats and whatnot, just to open up that available space.
And so we're going to make sure to go check that out and show you guys. But basically, it can be used for a kayak, a canoe, cargo box, bike
rack,
anything like that you need to travel, and it makes it easier for you to get it back up onto the vehicle, which I think is going to be great for those who might maybe have mobility issues or who find it difficult to do that with a standard roof rack. And I mean, we're all about making things accessible when we're outside, and it's Canadian.
Exactly.
We also found some pet companies, and we are going to make sure to show those to you guys as well. There are some really interesting natural chew and treat companies here to check out. I didn't realize I was going to see pet products at the Outdoor Adventure Show, but we're obviously not complaining.
Yeah, and we did check that there are online orders, so we'll be sharing those vendors with you guys, and if you want to put an order through them, then you can do so.
And speaking of online orders, one of the companies that really stood out to me the most when we were out there was actually a coffee company, and it's because they created these little filters that you stand on the edge of your cup or your pot, and you can use it to pour over coffee without having to bring all the gear and things with you when you're out in the backcountry. And they have them both with their coffee in it because they are an actual coffee company. But also they have empty ones that you can use with whatever coffee it is you like. And bless his heart, he made us coffee, and it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know we're going to be ordering that one, but we'll make sure to show you guys that as well.
Yeah, they had 3 blends there, dark roast, medium, and a dark roast. We tried the medium, which was really, really, really good. I prefer dark roast, but medium roast was great. And it's just like the little contraption there, completely environmentally friendly. Yeah,
it was fully compostable, and the fact that it just folds down for taking it with you in the backcountry, it folds flat. So the amount of space it would take in your pack is nothing. And obviously, if you guys have been around the Castpack for any length of time, I don't function without coffee. That's just, it's a given. I can't function without coffee. So to be able to bring that and to not have to bring as much gear, I think that is just the most amazing thing.
Yeah, also Canadian owned and operated and located in Goderich.
Yes, they even have a little cafe in Goderich, he was telling us. So if you're going through the Goderich area, that is also an option. We also saw a lot of locations, including some that you guys know from us and some that you may not. So we did visit with Limberlost, we visited with Halliburton Forest. We've discovered some new ones, and I'm not going to tell you what those are right now because we have some things in the works that we are going to show you guys some new non-provincial parks this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some backcountry stuff. So that'll be pretty much my first backcountry camping experience.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting new one for John. So I went backcountry camping before John and I met, and am quite comfortable and confident with it. But he had never done that, and well, he had never camped, period, before we met. And so I introduced him to front country, but to get him into the backcountry is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yes, can't wait.
But is there anything in particular that you are super excited about coming out of the show this year?
I think usually like it's always looking at the gear and all that stuff. That's always seems to be like the big thing. But like going to that one talk, you don't necessarily need all the high-end gear. So it kind of like humbles you a bit, right? So, but yeah.
Yeah, there was one talk that we went to, and it was just out of curiosity, we decided to check it out, and it was about how to set yourself up for success on a backcountry trip. And he talked about like everybody's pushing gear and talking about like, I tried these 20 backpacks, but you have to have this one because it has this specific pocket. And we're getting into this kind of culture right now where it's like you have to have the best of the best, you have to have the newest of the newest, you have to have the greatest of the greatest. And when you're out, that's one of the beautiful things about going out in the backcountry is you don't. You need to have some form of water, safe water, water filtration. You need to have some form of food. You have to have some way to keep yourself warm or give yourself a place to sleep, whether that's in a tent, in a hammock, or even under the stars, but having an ability to keep yourself warm and comfortable. But like you don't necessarily need to have everything or invest in everything to get out there and enjoy the backcountry.
You don't need to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on the next highest, best gear out there, right? Which is going to be probably not good for like the next year, right? So, but yeah,
it was a beautiful little reminder, I think, because like I said, we as a culture just kind of buy into that. We have an hour left, I think, before the show closes. We do want to go see a few more things out in the show floor. A huge shout out to the people that we did see while we were here. We love each and every one of you. If you guys ever see us out and about, please say hi. We love seeing you guys and connecting with you guys. And we do have some more different shows and whatnot coming up that we will be visiting. I know I'm heading out to do some of the pet shows again this year, to do that show track. So if there's ever anything you guys are looking for, let us know. Drop it in the comments. Let us know if there's a specific type of gear, even with the outdoor gear, because we're making these connections with the companies and having a chance to talk to them and ask questions. If there is something specific you're looking for, let us know. Drop it in the comments, and we will look into that and see if we can get an answer for you.
100%. And on that, stay toasty.
Now let's hit show floor.